got rid of 300 robots just with that rear body casting.
Yeah.
And then when we go to the front body casting, we're getting rid of another 300 robots.
Unbelievable. But Elon Musk is using this crazy cube-shaped machine to replace 600 robots to produce a car frame in just a few seconds, or even cast 5 vehicle frames at the same time. Yes, until now. Tesla is the first company in the world to use the Giga Press and integrate it directly into its electric vehicle production line, something no other automaker has been able to copy. It all started with the 6,000-ton Giga Press, which is used to produce the rear chassis for the Tesla Model Y and Tesla Model 3. Then came the 9,000-ton Giga Press, specially designed to cast the body of the Tesla Cybertruck. Even more astonishing, recent evidence shared on platforms such as Tesla Newswire, X, and reports from Teslarati suggest that Tesla may be using a press with clamping force reaching up to 50,000 tons, rumored to be used in the production line of the Tesla Semi. So why does Elon Musk need a press with such enormous force? And how has 50,000-ton Giga Press transformed Tesla's production line? Traditionally, many people believed that the future of automobile manufacturing would involve hundreds of robots working simultaneously at extremely high speeds, producing vehicles with the lowest possible defect rates. But Tesla chose a different path instead of assembling hundreds of separate metal parts together. They melt the metal and form the entire structure in a single step. Inside that gigantic machine, numerous smaller processes take place simultaneously, almost like a miniature factory operating inside a single massive box. In other words, tasks that once required around 600 industrial robots can now be handled by just one casting machine. Not only that, but many manual processes, such as welding individual joints or carefully aligning each component, have also been eliminated. In simple terms, the Giga Press works somewhat like injection molding machines used in the plastics industry. The key difference is that instead of molten plastic, it uses molten aluminum. In manufacturing, this process is sometimes referred to as die casting, because the metal is injected into a mold under high pressure to ensure it fills every tiny detail. So whether you call it a press or a casting machine, both descriptions are accurate. It essentially combines both principles into one system. When watching videos of the Giga Press, many people assume they have been sped up because the process looks so incredibly fast. In reality, they are not. Some manufacturing engineers, including the well-known expert Sandy Munro, have pointed out that molten metal can fill the mold in just a few milliseconds. Drone footage shows the entire operating cycle. A robot moves in to spray lubricant onto the mold closes, molten metal is injected, and then the finished casting is removed while the line prepares for the next cycle. Under testing conditions, one cycle like this may take more than 2 minutes, but when the production line runs at full speed, the entire process can be reduced to around 90 seconds. Theoretically, at that speed, a single Giga Press could help support the production of up to about 350,000 vehicles per year. Of course, in reality the number would be somewhat lower, since no machine operates 100% of the time without interruption. Massive systems with many moving parts always require maintenance and inspections. Even so, when those factors are taken into account, the productivity of this system is still significantly higher than traditional manufacturing methods. According to Elon Musk, one of the most important benefits of this manufacturing approach is the significant reduction in the number of parts used in a vehicle's frame. When there are fewer parts, there are also fewer joints, meaning fewer places that can loosen or fail over time. This results in a stronger, more rigid vehicle structure, and also reduces components that could potentially cause maintenance issues in the future. However, the most common question we encounter when researching this machine is, what happens if such a large cast component gets damaged? How would repairs work if we're unlucky? Would we have to scrap the entire car because of one small defect? The answer is absolutely not. In reality, Tesla does not cast the entire car as a single piece. These large cast components are currently used mainly for the rear and front main structural sections of the vehicle, while other parts are still assembled separately. In addition, the concept of a unibody, often described as a unibody structure, is frequently misunderstood. Most modern cars today are built using a unibody design, but that does not mean the entire body is cast from a single piece. It simply means that different parts of the vehicle's body share structural loads together as a unified structure. So if this technology offers so many advantages, why haven't other automakers adopted it on a large scale? Part of the reason lies in the history of the automotive industry. Traditional manufacturers have already invested billions of dollars into their existing production lines, and replacing those systems would be extremely expensive. Tesla, as a younger company, has an advantage because it was able to design its factories from the ground up. In addition, in Tesla's electric vehicle design, the large battery pack is mounted directly into the vehicle's structure, helping increase the overall rigidity of the chassis. However, to be fair, we also cannot ignore the challenges that come with this technology. Casting very large metal components requires extremely strict quality control. Even tiny imperfections in the metal can eventually become the starting point for cracks after years of use, especially when a vehicle's frame must endure millions of cycles of vibration and stress. On top of that, cast aluminum may not always be as strong as traditional forged steel in certain situations. Because of this, Tesla's engineers must design both the structure and the manufacturing process with exceptional care. So how does Tesla use the Giga Press in Tesla semi-production? While Tesla has not publicly released every technical detail of the semi's production process, a growing number of clues from drone images, factory footage, and engineering analysis suggest that the company is applying large-scale casting technology to the semi's chassis as well. In fact, 3 separate pieces of evidence point toward this direction. The first clue appeared in mid-2025 when drone photographers began capturing images of Tesla's production facilities in Nevada. In the images taken outside Gigafactory Nevada, several large chassis assemblies for the Tesla Semi could be seen stacked neatly in the staging area near the production line. At first glance, they looked like ordinary truck frames. But when engineers and EV analysts examined the photos more closely, they noticed something unusual. Instead of dozens of welded steel pieces typical for heavy-duty truck frames, the front and rear sections appeared to be large, complex components with smooth surfaces and rounded structural ribs. These are features commonly associated with high-pressure die-cast aluminum, not welded steel. In other words, the shapes and textures visible in the leaked images strongly suggest that Tesla may be using large cast nodes for key parts of the Semi's chassis. If that interpretation is correct, it would represent an important shift. Early prototypes of the Tesla Semi were believed to rely heavily on traditional stamped steel components, which is standard practice in the trucking industry. But for full-scale production, Tesla may be moving toward large cast structural sections in order to reduce weight and increase structural strength, 2 critical factors for a Class 8 electric truck. The second piece of evidence comes from short video clips recorded inside Tesla's dedicated semi-factory, which began circulating online between late 2025 and early 2026. The new semi-factory in Nevada reportedly covers more than 150,000 square meters, and the interior footage revealed something striking: enormous machinery installations and foundation structures that appear designed for very large casting equipment. While Tesla has not officially confirmed the exact specifications of the machines, multiple reports described areas inside the factory labeled for tooling and large casting operations. The scale of the reinforced foundations and robotic systems surrounding these areas led many observers to believe that Tesla may be installing a new generation of large casting presses specifically for semi-production. Some industry watchers speculate that these machines could be similar to, or even larger than, the presses used for vehicles like the Cybertruck. However, rather than casting an entire truck frame, Tesla may be focusing on strategic structural nodes, critical load-bearing points in the chassis where strength and rigidity are most important. According to several factory insiders cited in EV media reports, Tesla engineers have been adapting the gigacasting techniques first developed for the Model Y and Cybertruck to suit the demands of heavy-duty trucking. These cast components may form the structural connection points between the truck's frame, suspension, and battery system. The third piece of evidence comes from engineering analysis of Tesla's structural battery design. Several EV publications have examined Tesla patents describing a concept known as multi-directional unibody casting. In simple terms, this approach uses large cast structures that work together with the battery pack to form the vehicle's structural backbone. For a passenger car, this approach already offers advantages. But for a heavy truck like the Semi, the benefits could be even more significant. Traditional truck manufacturing relies on hundreds of stamped steel parts welded together to form the chassis. While this method has worked for decades, each weld and joint introduces a potential point where vibrations and stress can accumulate over time. Electric trucks, however, place different demands on the chassis. Tesla has confirmed that the production version of the Semi will use 4680 battery cells, arranged in a large structural battery pack. This battery pack is not just an energy source, it also plays a role in reinforcing the vehicle's overall structure. To support such a massive battery system while keeping the truck lightweight enough to carry heavy cargo, the surrounding structure must be extremely rigid and precisely engineered. This is where large casting technology may offer a major advantage. By using cast aluminum components to form the battery cradle and key chassis nodes, Tesla could create a structure that is both lighter and stronger than a traditional welded frame. For a commercial truck, even small improvements in weight and efficiency matter. Every pound saved in the truck's structure means more payload capacity for cargo, which directly affects the economics for fleet operators. So what is the technology inside this press actually like? The development of the Giga Press began during the production of the Tesla Model Y, when Elon Musk proposed a radical change to automobile manufacturing. Traditional vehicle production requires assembling a chassis from hundreds of stamped and welded metal parts. Although this method has been used for decades, it creates complexity, increases production time, and raises costs. Musk believed the process could be simplified by casting large sections of the vehicle structure as single pieces instead of assembling many smaller components. This approach would reduce the number of parts, simplify assembly, and potentially increase structural strength. However, achieving this idea required a casting machine far larger and more powerful than any die casting system previously used in the automotive industry. Tesla initially contacted several industrial die casting machine manufacturers to build such equipment, but many rejected the proposal because it seemed too ambitious and technically risky. Producing extremely large automotive components from molten aluminum required unprecedented levels of precision and force. Eventually, Tesla partnered with Idra, an Italian manufacturer specializing in large die casting machines. Idra, owned by LK Technology, had the engineering capability to attempt the project. Together, they developed the first 6,000-ton Giga Press, which Tesla installed to manufacture the rear underbody of the Model Y. Instead of assembling dozens of parts, Tesla could produce the entire rear structure as a single aluminum casting. The success of this technology led Tesla to expand its use. Larger machines were developed for other vehicles. For example, a 9,000-ton Giga Press was introduced to produce structural components for the Cybertruck. Even more powerful systems are reportedly under development, with clamping forces potentially reaching 50,000 tons. Such machines could cast larger vehicle sections or multiple components at once, significantly improving manufacturing efficiency. The Giga Press operates as a high-pressure die casting system that transforms molten aluminum into finished structural components. The process begins in a melting furnace, where aluminum alloy ingots are heated to about 850 degrees Celsius until they become liquid. Tesla also recycles excess aluminum from previous castings by melting it again with fresh material, reducing waste and improving efficiency. Before casting, the molten aluminum must be purified. During melting, impurities form on the metal's surface and are removed before the aluminum is transferred to a holding furnace. Tesla uses two furnaces to maintain precise temperature control. The melting furnace converts solid aluminum into liquid metal, while the holding furnace keeps the molten aluminum at a stable temperature between 750 degrees Celsius and 850 degrees Celsius. The holding furnace uses electric heating elements to maintain precise temperature stability and prevent contamination. To further protect the metal, nitrogen gas fills the holding furnace to prevent oxidation. Additional purification is performed using a rotary degassing system that injects argon gas into the molten aluminum. The gas bubbles capture dissolved gases that could create air pockets in the casting. Silicon carbide filters then remove microscopic particles larger than about 25 microns. By the time the aluminum leaves the holding furnace, it is extremely clean and suitable for high-quality structural components. The casting stage begins with the preparation of a massive steel mold designed to match the exact shape of the vehicle component. The mold's interior surfaces are sprayed with a thin layer of soybean oil to prevent the aluminum from sticking. About 35 milliliters of oil are applied using robotic systems to create a smooth release surface. Next, air is removed from the mold chamber to prevent bubbles from forming in the aluminum. The Giga Press creates a vacuum environment inside the mold before molten metal is injected. This allows the aluminum to flow smoothly and fill every detail of the mold. Molten aluminum then flows from the holding furnace into a shot chamber. A powerful piston pushes the metal into the mold at extremely high speed and pressure. The piston is lubricated with a small amount of oil to prevent sticking. As it moves forward, the aluminum is forced through channels into the mold cavity, filling it completely and reproducing fine structural details. Injection speed and pressure must be carefully controlled. If the metal enters too quickly, turbulence can trap air bubbles. If it enters too slowly, the aluminum may cool before the mold is filled. Advanced monitoring systems regulate the process to ensure precise and consistent results. After the mold is filled, the aluminum remains under pressure while it solidifies. The Giga Press applies a massive clamping force that keeps the mold tightly closed and prevents separation under internal pressure. As the metal cools, it transforms from liquid to solid, forming a rigid structure that exactly matches the mold design. Once solidified, the mold opens and robotic arms remove the newly cast component. The part is still extremely hot, around 400 degrees Celsius. It is immediately placed in a water cooling bath, where the temperature rapidly drops to about 50 degrees Celsius. This sudden cooling creates thermal shock that strengthens the aluminum and stabilizes its internal structure. While the component cools, Automated systems prepare the mold for the next cycle. The mold is cleaned, residue is removed, and its temperature is stabilized at approximately 185 degrees Celsius to ensure consistent quality in future castings. After cooling, the component moves to a trimming stage where excess aluminum is removed. The trimmed metal is recycled back into the melting furnace. Because Gigacast components are extremely large and heavy, industrial robots handle most transportation and positioning tasks before being used in vehicle assembly. Every casting undergoes strict quality inspection. Tesla uses advanced X-ray scanning systems to examine the internal structure and detect microscopic cracks, trapped gas bubbles, or other hidden defects. Any component that fails inspection is rejected to maintain structural safety. One of the most impressive aspects of the Giga Press system is its speed. Although the process involves several stages, the injection itself takes only seconds, and a large structural component can be produced every 1 to 2 minutes. Compared with traditional manufacturing methods that require welding hundreds of separate parts, Gigacasting dramatically simplifies production and reduces assembly time. The Giga Press also supports Tesla's unboxed manufacturing strategy. Instead of building the entire vehicle on a single assembly line, Tesla produces large modules simultaneously. Gigacasting allows the front and rear sections of a vehicle to be manufactured as single structures that are later connected to the central battery pack during final assembly. This modular approach reduces factory space, simplifies logistics, and accelerates production. Through the development of the Giga Press, Tesla introduced a major innovation in automotive manufacturing. By replacing hundreds of small welded parts with a few large cast components, the company reduced complexity while increasing efficiency. As gigacasting technology continues to evolve, it may reshape the way vehicles are produced across the global automotive industry. So does gigacasting truly improve a vehicle's structural strength, or is it simply a cost-cutting method that could reduce crash energy absorption? Please share your opinion in the comments section below this video. Thanks for watching our video. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next breaking Tesla update. It's coming in just 2 days. If you want to explore more exciting information about Tesla EV or Tesla Bot, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video. Also, make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.